Coming to you from beautiful Wilkes County in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains in North Carolina, we invite you to the musical world of the Kruger brothers. Sit back, relax, and welcome to the show with your hosts, the Kruger brothers.
Hello, everybody. Here we are, back into the studio. Hey, Joel.
Are we?
Yes. Hello.
Jody?
Welcome back.
Hello, Jens.
Hello, Uwe. It's been a while.
It's been quite a while since I've seen you guys in this angle.
This angle.
At this angle, yeah.
At this angle. Well, it's great to be back, and thank you for tuning in to our little live stream. And we've been quite busy, running around and trying to bounce back, from all the staying home.
Yeah, but what we basically achieved was we made some hotels very rich.
Yes, we did.
That was
I think so.
it's one of those things. The overhead was absolutely amazing, but it was a lot of fun to be on the road again, right?
I don't know. Yes, it was. The concerts
Absolutely.
were fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
The traveling is something we have to get used to again.
Yeah, it was really tough in a way, especially the $6 a gallon was kind of fun. Yeah, so we had to drive faster to make up, to actually get our money's worth from from the.
Come on now.
Okay, let's play some simple stuff today, okay?
Yes, all right.
All right, to start out with. Well, it's simple for me, but not for you, I know. So let me turn on the reverb.
Push the button.
Here we go.
playing up 18 North.
It's just a great way.
I really do.
It's a great way to start this whole season again.
It really is.
Yeah, so
We're gonna try, to do as many live streams as we can. We're still gonna be on the road, and
like next week we're gonna be in Ohio.
Yes, yeah.
And so we don't know if we're gonna make it back in time.
Yes, so we will see.
Mm-hmm.
But we just think, that the live streams, they became part, of us, and a lot of people asked us, if we would continue them, and I said, well,
actually, more people actually asked me if we're going to continue the cooking show, Jens, which is kind of sad, because
listen, people like to eat more than they like to listen to music sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
well, Joel, you got a point. But but the greatest thing was we went up north, and we went all the way to Maine, and we had actual people sitting in our audience with the aprons on, and we had some, there was just so much fun, and the nicest thing was that we got a lot of people who, for the first time, met at our concerts, but they had talked to each other in our
for a couple of years already.
Yes, for a couple of years, and they never met each other. But then all of a sudden at the concerts,
they're wearing one of those red bandanas that I usually have. Yeah, it's crazy, Well, then we had our peelers. One of our peelers was used in an extortion crime in Kentucky.
Was it?
Yeah, it was amazing. I don't know how they did it and what really happened, but I just read about that. Kruger Brothers peelers.
Yeah. They wanted to outlaw.
Yeah, it's just something. Right? It's just
KBP, peelers. I don't know. But anyway, let's play before we talk more nonsense. It's a fine idea, Joel, right?
I couldn't agree more.
I know you couldn't agree more. I know that. You were waiting for that one. Well, it's like, what is it?
Watch the Clouds Roll By.
All right.
The one that we always do after this one.
All right, yes, always.
Still glistens with morning dew. His feet are all wet in his old leather shoes. He's fixing the fence and Cerny this morning. Time to coffee back home. It's a beautiful day with plenty to do. All is the same and everything's new. Takes off his cap, looks up to the sky, watches the clouds roll by. Has just ended at the All Night Cafe. She takes off her apron and calls it a day. I'll see you tomorrow, it's time to go home. She steps out the back door alone. On a Tuesday night in the middle of June, she stops by the roadside to gaze at the moon. Hears up in the distance a whippoorwill cry, watches the clouds roll by.
Textbooks.
Huh?
Textbooks.
I can't understand you.
Textbooks.
The textbooks are covered with things that he draw, while the teacher expounds about natural laws. Spraying the eye pop of the blue on his hand from the ink of the pen that he broke. In the last 30 minutes, the words that were said never quite seem to make it inside of his head. He looks out the window and he lets his dream fly, watches the clouds roll by. Just passing by, sharing out time for a few precious moments. Then we move on like the clouds in the sky. He brushes the leaves off an old mossy stone, spend a few moments with an old friend alone, sits down on the stump of an old cypress tree and cleans out the bowl of his pipe. Shadows are rushing through fields that lie bare. There's so many stories, but no one to share. Takes off his hat and looks up to the sky, watches the clouds roll by.
out my whole part.
Yes, you're right. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
But now we played it.
No,
Yeah.
no,
Okay.
you wanna
So
play
it's
it
a
again?
complete now. I'm fulfilled once
You're
again.
fulfilled? You want to play it again?
That's okay.
No, it's okay.
That's enough.
I
But
know.
it's great to play with Jody again. You know, most of the shows that we've done now on the road was without Jody.
Yes.
Just the three of us.
Yes.
Can't get away from house arrest.
Yes, your wife's sitting behind
That's right.
I'm within 5 miles from home right now, so I'm good. No, I stay travel.
So your ankle bracelet is letting you.
Well, you know, he puts little like bells on, like a tambourine. On, so he could use the ankle bracelet as a percussion.
I thought I heard some weird noises in the woods, you know, and some very scared coyotes running by my house.
Of course, right now we're this is also the scene of the rehearsals that we do for Carolina in the fall, where we're going to premiere Jens's new piece. You know, the Moonshine Sonata.
That's right.
And
We
that's
have to-
slowly but
There
surely.
is a glass of water on the table.
Oh yeah, this is not Sugarhead. No, it's got good bubbles.
No, the new piece is actually. I spoke to Francois. Actually, no, we right back and forth. Francois is let's put it. I don't know. How would you say that? He's the manager or the organizer of, you know, he's the second violinist of the Contras Quartet.
The first manager.
And he's the first manager.
the second
you know,
violin.
and he does it, and he's
the
all
house
excited. No, they're all excited. You know, they're rehearsing this piece. So they're rehearsing it in Chicago, and they're going to come down on Thursday, and then we're going to start rehearsing Thursday evening, Friday all day, and then by Saturday.
Hopefully, we'll have it
Sorry,
done. Yeah.
hopefully,
It'll be ready for.
we'll be ready for the
public
for
consumption.
the premiere.
Yes.
For the premiere.
Well, yeah, the festival is going to be fun. This year we have great corporate sponsors that are going to help us pay
got
for
some
all
great
the
bands,
infrastructure and
Diamond
everything, and then our bands and everything. And so it's going to be free of charge. If you can make your way down or up here to Wilkesboro on the 23rd or 24th, it's going to be Carolina in the fall time. There's some great bands here. You know, you can all look it up at carolineinthefall.com.
There are VIP seats in the
Yeah,
front
there's
stage
still a
area,
few left, but
for those that don't want to buy a ticket, it's going to be just free to the public.
No, it's great. You know, actually, it was our dream to do that all along. You know, this way. But I think this is a new. We're trying a new format. You know, because it used to be. Well, it used to be the streets used to be. You know, shut down. And there was, you know, people everywhere, you know, selling tickets, you know, and you could. But this year it's going to be really different. It's all going to be open, but we're going to have great food trucks.
yes,
And
most important.
no, it's going to be really. It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I can't.
And then
wait.
we got
Diamond Rio,
Daryl Scott.
Darren and Brooke Aldridge,
Yeah, Terry Balcom.
Terry Balcom.
He was just here in the studio with Cindy. We did an interview for Knee Deep in Bluegrass. You know, for that
Fantastic.
day. Yesterday was that.
The Contenders are coming.
Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
Contenders are here. You know,
Of course,
Presley
the Contras Quartet is coming from Chicago.
Presley
with us.
Barker is going to be here.
Presley Barker.
Yeah, so it's just a great lineup, and yeah, I know a lot of people looking forward to meet each other at that festival as well. So what do you want to do?
Yes, we had a request for a tune that we haven't done in a while because Jody wasn't with us.
What is
It's
it?
that street musician song, the road musician song.
You want to do that now?
You want to do that now?
Yeah, it's yeah, my it's
You
my
feel like you got to fly? Or something?
yeah, it's ready? Let's see if I can remember these words.
Press the button.
Well,
I pressed the button already.
all right.
Started out on a dirty road. Started out all alone. The sun went down across the hill. lit up and the world got still. So I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. The good old days may not return. Rocks may melt and the sea will burn. I'm learning to fly, but I ain't got wings. Coming down is the hardest thing. Some say life will beat you down, break your heart, and steal your crown. I'm learning to fly above the clouds, and what goes up, it must come down. I'm learning to fly, and God knows well. Guess I find out That was a pretty crazy solo that you did there, yes.
No, I don't know if it was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy enough.
Crazy.
Crazy enough. Crazy enough, yeah.
Okay, you are what you play.
On what you eat.
Speaking of Cindy.
What else we got? I don't know.
What else you got there, Wichita?
Oh gosh. Yeah, I have to get used to playing like this again.
Yeah.
It's a good thing.
Yeah. Well, it's it really kept us alive this whole time.
Yes, it really
Yes.
did. We were also we played in Rocky Grass, and what the nice thing was in Rocky Grass festival out in Colorado, it's the same people. They call themselves Planet Bluegrass, and they also organized the Telluride Festival.
Yep.
And we've played it as
Both
well.
of them, yeah.
And we've been going to Rocky Grass, I don't know, 18 years.
Yeah.
And so
Every other year.
every other year, and then we teach. They have an academy, and that was a lot of fun. We would sit outside in these tents on this beautiful, on these beautiful festival grounds, and they have I don't know how many students do they have. Many students. They sign up.
Well, quite a lot. Yeah.
And it's
Few
so much
hundred,
fun,
yeah.
to sit and talk about music. And then after that, we went straight to Canada to be in Goderich at the Celtic Music Festival, and we taught there for a week and then played the
Academy.
festival.
But I can hardly remember any of that because Warren and Eleanor, as soon as we got there, let us taste some of their single malts. Remember that? I mean, I remember them. They
They're
poured
true
it.
as being there.
He's a true Scot.
Yeah.
And
Kilted Scott.
it really, yes. And they're wonderful.
No, it's
people.
absolutely amazing.
It was, and our good friend was there. How embarrassing is that? When I say good friend, then I'll think about his name. I mean, that's really. I said, click. No, seriously, mandolin player.
Oh, Emery Lester.
Emery Lester.
Of course, he's our good friend.
And he told us some so super funny stories. He was on the road as with all these older bluegrass guys, in the 70s already. And he said one of his friends, he would always play jokes on his friend.
Practical jokes. Yeah.
Practical jokes.
yeah.
And he put these little sparkling little things into his cigarettes. Right? Yeah.
Little
They sort of they
explosives.
sparkle, they sparkle,
Explosion.
and then they sort of go poof and do all that. But anyway, that used to be a big thing, and he said it was so. So he had about 20 of these little things left, and he was a master in sort of wiggling around. So he took one of the cigarettes of his friend, it was a mandolin player, I think, and he
It was
took
Jimmy
the tobacco
Goodrow.
out, and he put all these little things in there and some tobacco. And he made it look perfect, you couldn't tell, because it was very delicate, and he made it look perfect. And they watched him all day, trying, watch him, he would take a cigarette, and then he would never light that one all day. And then they drive home all the way to Virginia, to get him, off the bus. And he would, he would get off the bus, and it was raining, it was pouring rain. He never lit that cigarette. Everybody sort of forgot about that cigarette by that time. And he had to go through, pretty far to his house because the bus couldn't drive there. So he had to go in the rain to his house. And when he got there, his girlfriend had left him and locked him out of the house. And he was...
That's right, yeah.
And all his stuff was out on the porch in the rain, sort of half in the rain. And everything was dark. He had no key. And he would sit down to just smoke a cigarette.
His last cigarette.
His last cigarette.
This was his
And
last
that's
cigarette.
the one he lit. But the way Emery tells these stories, it is so funny. I mean, I can't remember when I laughed last time that hard, And he's just, if you ever seen, Emery Lester plays with our good friend Mark Johnson. And Mark Johnson is a clawhammer banjo player, plays clawgrass, and they have a great act together, just mandolin and banjo, and it sounds awesome, really does.
I know,
and
yeah.
Emery is a madman. He can play mandolin like nobody else in the world. He sits there and he's so unpretentious and he plays the stuff. And when you play with Emery, you just have to laugh. And we have to get him as a guest once because he's so ridiculously good. And so, you know, we played a set with him at the Celtic Music Festival.
Oh, yeah.
We played bluegrass.
Just before it rained, yeah.
Just before it rained. It was so much fun. I mean, we had a great time, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, even though it was in Canada. No, we have some of our best friends in Canada. So what is it over there? Oh.
We have
You want to do that?
yeah, sure. It's a beautiful little tune called Indian Summer, and it's just about time.
It's
It's
right
just
about
about
that time
time
of
for
year
us to
now,
get to that time, you know. Yeah.
Okay.
What do you think? That be all right? Talking about Canada, you know, this is probably where they are right now, or up north.
Yeah, I would like to be with Bill and everybody.
Well, the Dog Fest was last weekend, wasn't it? Yeah. We missed it last weekend.
We might do that next year.
Yeah,
so,
that'd be lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already wrote it in.
All right. You know, our good friend Martin this week has finished the big task. He volunteered to do that for us, and it's just absolutely amazing. You can now search for all the Kruger Brothers tunes on YouTube in our shows, and it's gonna link you right there.
Directly to the tunes.
Yes.
Yes.
That's amazing.
Yeah,
Isn't that
it
amazing?
was an amazing work. I mean, he did all the shows, and then
Cataloged all of the songs.
well, he logged all of them for himself. You know, and so I've been using that list to make the program and see, you know, when we did the last time when we did that song and everything, because it was all dated and everything. It's just a labor of love. Martin, thank you so much for doing this.
Yeah,
You know, this is
2 weeks ago on the internet, I was looking for something, and I saw this big list of all the different songs we played. You click on it, it takes you right to the episode, to the place where the song's still.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You know? It's like 700 different songs. It's crazy. You know?
Crazy.
And of course, we repeated many of the songs, you know, over the time now. But still, I mean, it's about 600 different songs.
what you got there. It's
Well, you wanted to do Hang Me or Hang Me.
yeah, you got that little homemade guitar there.
Yeah.
We got to go see Wayne Jens. Tuning is a nice thing.
Yeah, this was Robert Shepard, our good friend. And hello, Brenda. I hope if you're watching, we love you, Brenda.
We love you, Mama.
And it's just there's so many good memories in Robert, you know, in the Shepard family's basement, where we, you know, stay for so many hours and play music for T.R. Bryan.
What hours?
Years.
All these,
Uwe and I
all these friends.
lived there for.
Yeah.
gosh.
Yeah, well, it was beautiful times.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
absolutely. You know, and so Robert Shepard, our good friend, he always loved this song, and he always said, "Can you sing Hang Me or Hang Me?" So
Yeah.
we're gonna do
Because
this.
this is a time of year, you know, when we really fell in love with this place, and this is when we did that picture on the back of the pickup truck that people
With
still
Petey,
use someday, the one that's on Up 18 North on the cover
Yes, right.
with Petey on it and everything, you know.
Wow.
We'd go down to the river and shoot bottles in the river and
Empty
chestnuts.
pop bottles.
Yeah, so you know, that was you know, we would Robert would fill up a pickup truck with old bottles, and we would, you know, loaded up a whole bunch of guns, and you know, we all drive down this pickup, you know, to the river, and we throw the bottles out in the river as far as we can and shoot them. And he called it Carolina recycling, you know, because the glass comes from that, you know, sand, so let's bring it back there. So I don't know. But anyway, we enjoyed it. We had a good time. 1, 2.
Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. It's not the hanging that I mind, laying in jail so long. I've been all around this world. On the Blue Ridge Mountains, that's where I'll take my stand. On the Blue Ridge Mountains, that's where I'll take my stand. With a pistol in my pocket and a rifle in my hand, I've been all around this world. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. It's not the hanging that I mind, it's laying in jail so long. I've been all around this world. Lulu come and open up that door. Lulu, oh Lulu, come and open up that door. Before I have to open it up with this old 44, I've been all around this world. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. It's not the hanging that I mind, laying in jail so long. I've been all around this world. Mama and Papa and little sister make three. Mama and Papa and little sister make three. They will come and see me swinging on a gallows tree. I've been all around this world. Hang me, oh hang me, I'll be dead and gone. Hang me, oh hang me, and I'll be dead and gone. It's not the hanging that I mind, laying in jail so long. I've been all around this world. I've been all around this world. Hang me, oh hang me. Why don't you keep that guitar for another song, Jens?
Really?
Yeah, we have to go up to Wayne's. I think that guitar needs a little bit of work. What do you think?
Well, the action is really high. It's almost like a dobro.
No, it's not that bad. But
No, but it's getting close to a dobro. You know? It's getting dobro-esque. Dobro. Let me see. Maybe I can have a little bit more. How's the sound? How's the sound? Is it too loud?
yeah, Jody is our new sound engineer.
Yeah, you can see Jody.
He's the one with the headphones.
Studio engineer.
He knows how it's sounding out in the
Cyberland.
interweb.
Interworld.
The interworld.
The web world.
The web world, the interweb.
Interweb world.
Yeah. We'll send this out to Dulcie, I think. She loves this thing too. Saw Dulcie a few times this year. So you get to traveling.
You know, we used to play so many shows in Europe, and we wouldn't travel together, you know, with the van because, you know, everybody would go home pretty much after the show because you could drive home. You know, we drive home 3, 4, or 5 hours, you know, 5 hours sometimes.
Depending on where the gig was,
yeah. Depending on where the gig was, but you drove pretty much home, you know. And so many, I mean, all of us, you know, we spend so many, you know, literally hundreds or thousands of times, you know, driving home late night alone in the car, and you don't even want to listen to the radio or anything, you know, you just sort of sit in the car, and your friend is really the moon. You see that always out there, you know, and so this is a little piece I once wrote, you know, about moon over Switzerland. Then we came to North Carolina, and I found out it's the same moon. You know,
Just slightly different angle.
Yeah.
it's you know,
Slightly
same
different
moon,
angle. Even though, you know, I always listened to, when I drove home after, you know, we played these beautiful shows, we play, you know, play this beautiful music, and then I drive home. Well, then when I drove home, I used to listen to ZZ Top, and I used to listen to Guns N' Roses, you know, while you were composing.
John Lee Hooker.
Yeah, John Lee Hooker. How. So this is a song that was not influenced by any of this.
like that one.
Let me turn on the reverb, so let's make it sound
The
pretty.
reverberation.
The reverberation.
Yeah, the reverberation.
Here we go.
What an
Make it
invention.
sound pretty,
Yes,
Jens.
yes, I know.
Play it nice.
Try hard.
Play it nice now.
I don't know. I don't see anything.
Because we've got time for one more, Jens.
Oh, okay. What would you like to do with it?
Well, the plan would be nice, wouldn't it be?
Yes, that's right.
I mean, yeah. Is that okay, Jens? What do you think?
Absolutely. The
Yeah.
plan.
Yes.
Now we recorded a tune for Irene Kelly.
Yeah.
Irene Kelly is a great singer-songwriter in Nashville, and she records all these fantastic albums.
But did she? Was she part of the Kelly family?
No.
No.
No, she was not. But we played in Nashville not too long ago, and she came, with a bunch of friends, and she loves the song, the plan.
Yeah.
And so she asked if we could play it, and then she put it on her phone and shared it with everybody, over some, I don't know. That's great.
The plan is a fun song, it really is, with one of the most awkward rhymes I've ever written.
Where's that rhyme movie?
It's at the end, yeah.
Excluded. Mm-hmm. That rhyme is excluded.
The excluded rhyme.
Yeah, the
Well,
excluded rhyme.
thank you, Jody, for coming and play.
See you tomorrow night.
Yeah.
Thank you, Joel.
Tomorrow we have a rehearsal again. Yeah.
Rehearsal again. You know.
Yep,
Moonshine.
we're rehearsing, getting ready for Carolina in the fall.
Yes, absolute Carolina. We have so much Carolina in here; it's unbelievable. We have Caroline is looking if she gets
Joins
this.
us in the office.
Caroline's joining us in
She
the
hasn't
office.
ran out yet, so that's
No, it's actually
a good
good
sign,
sign.
yeah.
She's still smiling. That's suspicious.
Oh, Jens got new locks in the studio, because the old one's broke, and so it's all locked. You can't get out. That's we made sure.
Yeah, our friends came, to see us today here in the
Thank you for
studio.
your visit.
Thank you for your visit, and thank you, Melissa, for helping doing
Pitching
the
in.
stream, pitching in. Great, fantastic, as always.
And Jolie, I've promised you next in the next live stream I'm going to give you a bass solo. Okay, we're going to do something where.
You sure?
Absolutely, I promise.
You sure you want to do that?
For all,
definitely.
oh yeah, you have so
Lord.
many fans of your bass solos out there, Joel.
Oh yeah,
so-
really. It's just like when you play the bass solos, all the hearts are flying. And
Yeah,
everything,
yeah.
all the smiles. And,
Oh gosh.
I know, but we want to especially thank you for tuning in, being with us, and spending this little time with us, and we appreciate it very, very much.
Yes.
And we hope we see you soon, or we're going to be at the Carolina Bible Camp on Saturday.
Yeah, just for a little while. Yeah.
Play there,
Yep.
and
next-
then we're going to play.
Wood songs?
We're gonna play Wood Songs. There's another podcast.
Oh yeah, Wood songs
On
That's
Monday,
that's a great show on Monday. Yeah, up in Lexington, Kentucky.
Yeah.
And then on Saturday we're going to be in. Try.
Severn, North Carolina.
Carolina. I think it's up near Ahoskie or.
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah.
That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Come
Yeah,
catch
of
us.
course.
See you around.
We'll see you around. Fun.
Oh, I had a plan when I was young. It involved some having fun. Maybe to find someone to love and do some things to be proud of. Live as fast as I could live and give it all that I could give. Never think about the end, always be somebody's friend. When I watched about, oh high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean beneath the keel, I will hold on to the wheel. Oh, I lit that candle at both ends and let the years slip through my hands. I did what I believed was right, never had to run or hide. Friends I found, some friends I lost, ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Oh, each day could be the last, set the sail upon the mast. When I watched about, oh high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I will hold on to the quite successful with my plan, and I would do it all again. Things I needed came to be, and I really went out on a spree. I grew up late, plan for going old, my young and restless years concluded. Never thought I'd get this far, old thoughts of getting old excluded. And I watched about, oh high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I will hold on to the wheel. And I watched about, oh high and low, steer my vessel through the flow. Times the ocean neath the keel, I will hold on to the wheel. Times the ocean neath the keel, I'll hold on to the wheel.
You take care. Bye-bye. Bye, everybody.
Broadcasting from Double Time Recording Studio in Wilkes County, North Carolina, thank you for watching and all your continued support. Please make sure and comment on how much you enjoyed the show and share it with your friends. Join us next time for another edition of The Musical World of the Kruger Brothers.